Is the American Express Platinum card worth it, or is it just plain wasteful? In the next 15 minutes after watching this video, you're going to be able to answer that exact question for yourself. If you're new to the credit card game, the entire goal is to save more, earn more, or experience more using credit cards without changing a single thing about your spending habits. Now, I've made a ton of different videos analyzing and answering that question with different credit cards on my channel. But there's one credit card that I haven't attempted to answer that question for yet. That is the American Express Platinum and its $695 annual fee. The entire goal of this video is to review the Platinum card from American Express and explain how certain people will be able to extract a ton of value out of this one card, while others, if they take it on and go for it, are probably going to be stretched and will just consider it a waste at the end of the day. I'm going to walk through this card and help you answer that question for yourself in just 4 simple steps. The first part we'll examine are all of the benefits of this card, broken down into tangible and spending benefits. The second will be about redeeming those points and what you can actually do with Amex membership rewards points to get the most value from the card. Part 3 will be a realistic calculation of how much value this card should bring you in the first year before putting all of these parts together to determine if it's actually worth it or wasteful. Card benefits and features. I like to break down the benefits that cards offer into 2 categories: tangible benefits and spending benefits. Tangible benefits are essentially benefits you get from just being an authorized cardholder. It's anything that the card can provide to you without having to spend a single dime on it. Spending benefits are the exact opposite. It's the multipliers that the card consistently provides when you put spend on it. We're going to start out with tangible benefits, and just a warning, this is an extremely long list, but I'll stay focused and point out the ones that you absolutely have to know while thinking about this card. If there's at any point where you want to see this written out or learn more information about the card, you can support the channel by going to any of the below links in the description to find out more and applying for the card if you decide that this is the one for you. We appreciate all of the support, and it's what keeps the channel running. The first tangible benefit we're always going to look at in a card review is the sign-up bonus. The sign-up bonus is the single most important factor to consider when thinking about getting a new credit card, and the Platinum sign-up bonus is no exception. The Amex Platinum currently is offering an 80,000 membership reward sign-up bonus at the time of this video. Again, that's what the offer is in the below link in the description, but shop around and see if you can find special incentivized offers from friends and family referrals. Now, regardless of the sign-up bonus you actually get, if it's 80,000 or above, it's quite a big sign-up bonus. 80,000 points is approximately worth at least $800 in travel benefits when redeemed on the Amex travel portal. Now, we'll talk about how to redeem all of those points and the best ways to do that later, but just know that the sign-up bonus on the Amex Platinum is quite significant to start with. After the sign-up bonus, we're gonna look at a long list of credits and protections. It's really what the Amex Platinum is known for, and the first one we'll start off with is a $200 Uber Cash credit. The $200 in Uber Cash is distributed to you in increments of $15 per month, and this is available to use on either Uber Rides or in Uber Eats. In the month of December, your Uber Cash credit is elevated to $35 for that month, and all you have to do is simply download the Uber app and add the Platinum card into your wallet. Now, this first credit I see as a good quality credit that a lot of people will take advantage of when they're holding the Platinum card. The only thing I will warn you is that if you decide to target the Uber Eats for your spending credits, Uber Eats prices are slightly more inflated than just ordering directly from the restaurant itself. So if you're looking to extract the most possible value, that can be a potential pitfall with the Uber credit on this card. The next credit that Amex Platinum users love is the $240 digital entertainment credit. This credit is broken up into $20 monthly statement credits and can be used across any of the following streaming services: Disney Plus, a Disney bundle, ESPN Plus, Hulu, the New York Times, Peacock, SiriusXM, and the Wall Street Journal. Now, these are some very popular streaming services, and it's probably not difficult to get much value out of this credit. However, I will note that Netflix and Spotify, two of the largest and most popular streaming services in the world, are not included as a redeemable credit in this bunch. The next credit that comes with Platinum is a $200 hotel credit. Now beware, Amex is very specific about what hotels qualify for this credit. This credit gives you $200 back on any booking in the fine hotels and resorts or the hotel collection booked through Amex Travel. Now I thought it'd be helpful to show you what types of hotels are within these two collections, so let me pull up two. The first hotel is from the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. It's called the Bowie House, and it's located in Fort Worth, Texas. This is an incredible property, which goes for around $500 a night. From the hotel collection, I found something for the winter time, and it's gonna be the Hotel Terra in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This goes for $674 per night. The reason I pulled these two hotels from these two different collections are to show you that the hotel credit is a unique credit in that it's not just offering any standard hotel. You're not going to easily find prices under $400 to $500 per night, and some hotels come with a minimum 2-night stay. Now you will get a $100 experience credit with most of these properties. That can be used for activities on site like spas or massages and can really upgrade the experience you're already getting. The next credit, however, is a $200 airline fee credit, and this is a very practical credit in my opinion. You'll be reimbursed for $200 back on your airline of choice when you pay for incidental fees with the Platinum card. Common incidental fees are things like paying for seat assignments, any checked bag fees, food and beverage orders on board, or something like early boarding with Southwest Airlines. Now, a pro tip for getting the absolute most value out of this credit is to actually utilize a discount carrier like a Frontier or a Spirit Airlines and assign the Amex Platinum to pay for incidentals on those carriers. The reason being is the credit doesn't cover seat bookings, and the seats on those airlines are very cheap to begin with, but they make all of their money off of bag fees and other incidentals, which your Platinum card would cover completely. The next credit that's travel related is access to the Amex Global Lounge Collection. This is going to provide you access to the highest quality as well as the widest variety of lounges of any credit card out there. Amex also provides up to an $100 TSA PreCheck or Global Entry credit, and $189 Clear Plus credit, which will totally waive the fee of enrolling in that program. They offer cell phone protection, up to $800 of protection for stolen or damaged phones after a $50 deductible, a $155 Walmart Plus credit, which can offer free shipping on your groceries, delivery, and other discounts in your orders, and also a $300 Equinox credit and a $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit. I promise we're at the end of the tangible benefits list. The last two I want to mention are complimentary status with hotels, including Hilton Honors and Marriott Bonvoy, and also complimentary top-tier rental status from National, Avis, and Hertz. Now let's talk spending benefits. The Amex Platinum is very simple in its tiered spending rewards. You'll get 5x back on airfare. This is booked either through Amex Travel or directly through the airlines. You'll also get 5x back on hotel purchases, but this time it's only hotel purchases booked through Amex Travel. Finally, on every other purchase, you'll get 1x back in membership rewards points. As you can see, it's not the spending benefits that make this card stand out. It's all of the tangible benefits you get from being a Platinum cardholder. That's why when most people take on the Platinum card, they're also adding a secondary card to their wallet to max out their spending points. If that's you, I encourage you to check out our friends at Ondar Wallets, who have the most stylish and highest quality wallets in the game. It really elevates the whole credit card experience, and you can use code GUARANTEE15 for an extra 15% at checkout just for viewers of this channel. Now let me explain membership rewards points and how to redeem the points you're getting, because what good are 80,000 membership rewards points at a sign-up bonus and earning all of these points on flights and hotel stays if you actually don't know what you can spend them on or what they're really good for? Now, in this list of what you can actually spend your membership rewards points I'll rank it from best to worst ways to spend in terms of where you're getting the most bang for your buck in your point redemption. However, part of the credit card game is not counting every single mile or every single reward point you earn. It's about earning and accumulating points in an efficient way and then spending them on whatever brings more value into your life. So bottom line, you've earned these points, spend them on whatever you want. The first redemption option and the most efficient way to get value from your points is to transfer them out to an airline partner. Now, there is a massive partnership network that American Express has that you can transfer your points out to and get enhanced value for every point that you spend when booking airline tickets. The domestic partner for American Express is Delta, so if that's an airline you fly frequently, you're already going to look at this card a little bit more seriously. Now, the second way to redeem your points is transferring them to different hotel partners. American Express offers Hilton, Marriott, and Radisson as hotel partners, and the points redemption value that you can get through these vary wildly, but it's a great travel option and a super easy way to spend your points, which is why I'll also list it early on. The next way to spend your rewards points is just to redeem them through the Amex travel portal. You can purchase pretty much any flight that you could find on Google through the Amex travel portal, and you'll get a value of 1 cent per point, which we consider a very standard and fair value for spending your points. You can also redeem your points for gift cards. They have pretty much every gift card under the sun, and you get a fair value of 1 cent per point using this redemption method. The two last ways you can redeem your points are for statement credits, where you get much less value on this, about 0.6 cents per point. So I don't totally recommend this, but it can be handy in some situations. And finally, you can use the Amex online shopping mall and get a really poor value of 0.5 cents per point, but you can buy pretty much anything under the sun in here, and it's just like shopping at a regular mall, but it's online. Now, as we get closer to answering the final question of whether this card is worth it or if it's just wasteful, one of the biggest parts of that is determining how much money you can expect to make off of holding this card. Fortunately, the Bureau of Labor Statistics offers real data of what the average typical person spends in a year. We can break this down by category and specifically add the multipliers that Amex offers for hotels and flight spend and figure out pretty much what you could expect if you're a typical person to make off of the Platinum in 1 year. Now, with those spending benefits, just swiping the Amex Platinum for every purchase you'd make in a year, you'd be at around $372 in point value. Now, you can't forget to add the 80,000 point sign-up bonus, which you can use in the link below to redeem for yourself, which is worth at least $800 in the Amex travel portal, if not more, transferring it out to different partners. That brings you to a value of $1,172. Now, of course, you cannot forget the annual fee. At $695, that's gonna cut that value in half, leaving you with an effective annual year one value of $477. Now, that's just average value for a typical spender on this card. The good news is it's still positive, so you can experience everything the Amex Platinum has to offer for year one, get the sign-up bonus, and you're still in the green. However, the biggest part of this card is not the spending benefits. It's the sign-up bonus and taking advantage of all of the credits that we spent so much time going through in the beginning of this video. I'm not even going to try to approximate the value of those credits because what works for you is going to be different than what works for me and is really the deal breaker on this card. So understand that from the calculator, looking at a typical person's spend, you're going to end up with positive value in year one, and every credit that you can use on top of that value is just icing on the cake and adding more and more and more to make the Platinum card worth it. So what are my final thoughts and optimal strategy with this card? The first and biggest thing that I recommend, regardless of what card we're talking about, is to utilize your typical spending habits when making a judgment on whether a card is worth it for you. This could not be more true for any other card than the Platinum card, because let's be honest, the Platinum card has a status symbol. It's a prestige factor, and when you see somebody pull the Platinum out of your wallet, you instantly think that, wow, that person must have a lot of money, or they must travel a lot and take advantage of all of the luxury features that this card offers. It's easy to get sucked in by that, but I'll encourage you to analyze this card and all of the benefits and spending patterns we talked about today using your typical lifestyle and what you find that you get value out of. There are so many other credit cards that also provide good quality value and different credits that may fit your lifestyle if you feel that the Platinum card is not right for you. To learn more about those cards and see guides and walkthroughs on how to use them, I'd encourage you to subscribe to the channel. But is the Platinum card itself worth it? For most people, I'm gonna say it's probably not worth it to try to keep up with that annual fee year after year. Personally, I haven't gotten this card yet because I don't see a normal way that I can work these credits into my life to make up for that annual spend. The only reason I would get this card is for that first year sign-up bonus, which, as I've said over and over, provides a ton of value right up front, and then just to enjoy the luxuries for 1 year before that second year annual fee came up. However, there are three kind of types of people that I feel that I see over and over are the right fit for this card. The first is going to be the business traveler archetype. If you look at this archetype, the business traveler is always on the road, spends a lot of time, so would take advantage of the airline incidental credit in buying food and beverage on the plane, upgrading seat selection, utilizing the luxury airport lounges, and then the TSA pre-check or clear entry for easy on and off boarding. Rental car status and hotel upgrade status could be a big deal too, as that is quite often purchases that will be made over the course of many business trips. The second archetype is what I call the natural credit user. When I was covering the list of nearly 24 credits and benefits that you said, I use that, oh, and I also use that already, and I also use that, you're potentially somebody who could get a lot of value from the Amex Platinum. The most common credits people use are the $200 in Uber Cash, $240 in digital entertainment, $200 in airline incidentals, and the $155 Walmart Plus credit. Those four credits by themselves get you a value of $795, which has already erased the annual fee, plus some. Finally, the third archetype that this card is created for and probably makes the most sense for is what I call the luxury traveler. Now, this is not my style, and it's why I haven't gotten the card yet, but if you're the type of person where a couple $100 annual fee doesn't really make a huge difference to you, or you're not obsessed with maximizing spending multipliers or counting points, and you just want a card that increases and enhances your lifestyle, well, the Platinum card is the card that I'd recommend. This card does quite honestly open a lot of doors to you, and the key words are really enhancing experience for what you can typically do when you hold the Platinum. Now, these three archetypes aren't exhaustive, and I know people who hold the Platinum card that don't really fit into one of these, but still get some value out of it and still love having the card year after year. If you hold the Platinum, let me know down below in the comments and give me your honest feedback about what your experience has been like. Thanks again for watching, subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.